struck home. Hit a bus coming. Better keep on running. I know it's gonna be struck home.
What is this? What's this? What the? Open this door, someone, will you? Open up. Come on, what is this? A broom cupboard? This is a joke, is it? All right, very funny. So I've been asleep. Yes, highly amusing. Now open up, will you, please? I could suffocate in here now. How the hell did I get in here anyway? My God, what a smell. That's not me, is it? Oh, God, come on. There must be somebody there. Come on, for Christ's sake. This is not funny anymore. This really isn't. Come on, now let me out. I know you're up there. Come on. I'll break the door down. I'll smash it right off its hinges if you don't unlock it and stop fooling around. Is anyone there? There is someone there, isn't there? Come on, I know there's someone there. I heard something creak just then. I heard a chair creaking. There's someone there, isn't there? Look, I heard you. I know you're there. I heard you then. I know there's someone there. I know there is. There is, isn't there? Isn't there? There is. There must be, surely. Surely there's someone. Isn't there? Isn't there? Isn't there anyone there? There must be. There must be someone, surely. How did I get in a broom cupboard anyway? Was there a party or something? I don't remember a party. I don't go to parties. I never go to parties. I hate parties. I feel absolutely bloody dreadful. My head feels like I've had too much to drink. I wouldn't mind so much if I had, but I don't drink even. I never drink. Well, not this much anyway. Occasional aperitif after dinner, brandy perhaps, beer with an old friend or on a hot day, wine and cheese maybe on special occasions, nothing like this. I never drink myself into a state like this, get myself locked in a cupboard by some prankster or other. I've never got myself in a state like that. My bloody head feels like drugs. That's what it is, drugs. I've been bloody drugged. I've been bloody sodding well drugged. Drugged up, doped. That's what I've been, doped. I've been bloody doped. Is anyone listening out there? Is the person or persons who slipped me, or what do you call it, a Mickey Finn, that's it, a Mickey, is the person who slipped me a Mickey Finn out there listening, eh? Well, if you are out there listening and sniggering to yourselves, I've got something to say to you, something you're not going to like very much. Whoever you are, if you're listening, I hope you realise the enormity of what you've done. You've committed assault, you know. An assault. A serious, very serious assault. You probably didn't realise that at the time you slipped me, whatever it was you slipped me, and for whatever reason, but ignorance of the law is no excuse. They don't stand for ignorance of the law in court, you know. In fact, some judges won't stand for ignorance of any kind. You can get 6 months just for sounding like a lout in some courts, just for looking like a lout. Yes. Louts. Louts, I said. Did you hear me? Lout. You must be a lout, or louts, to have done a thing like this. Louts, okay? Louts, I'm calling you. Did you hear that? Can you hear me? I'm calling you bloody louts. Say something, for God's sake. Say something. Come on, say something, will you? Lock them up in a... Wait a minute. This isn't a cupboard. This is a box. Oh, Christ. Not... Let me out of here. Come on, let me out. Please, someone. I'm not dead. I'm alive. Let me out. I'm alive. Please, for Christ's sake, I'm still alive. I'm not... No, of course not. It was very stupid of me. Unnecessary. But I had to panic there. They don't stand coffins upright, do they? Do they? No, of course they don't. Not with bodies in them, they don't. You can hardly be laid to rest in a seated position. Better be sitting up to rest. They have to lay you out, don't they? Not sit you up. Janie? You wouldn't do a thing like this to me, would you? No, that's right, you wouldn't. Janie, if it is you, and you can hear me, I want you to know that, well, this isn't easy, huh? Janie, oh God, what's the use? I know it isn't you. I know you're far too well balanced to get involved in this sort of prank. But, well, if there was a way you could hear me, maybe this lot are taping me. You never know. Perhaps they're taping every word. I'd just like you to know that if anyone is listening to this or taping me or whatever, I'd like my wife Janie to know that or if anything happens to me, I don't know what plans you lot have got for me, do I? I mean, you might be, I don't know what the hell you might do. Anyone who'd do anything as monstrous as this, as outrageous as to nail someone up in a sodding box. Why? Why? Me? Oh, please. No one's coming, are they? No one's there. I don't like it in here. I don't like it. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. What on earth was that? It was a match being struck. A match? So there is someone there. What are you doing? What are you doing lighting matches? That could be dangerous. This box is... No, you wouldn't. I can feel it. Getting hotter. What's that? Crackling sound. Burning? I can smell burning. Let me out of here, please. For God's sake, let me out of here. Out. Please let me out. Smoke. I can definitely smell smoke. Hang on, that's a pipe. Someone's smoking a pipe up there. No. There's a cigarette, that is. A cheap one at that. A cheap cigarette, one of those miniature tipped ones. I don't suppose I could have one, could I? I could do with a cigarette. You must know what it's like being a smoker. I haven't had a fag for I don't know how long. If you just let me out, you could blindfold me, and after I'd smoked it, I'd get back in again without any trouble. Promise? Come on, just let me out for a minute, just for a smoke. We smokers have got to stick together these days. We're a dying breed, according to the medical profession. 1 in 3, that's all that's left of us. It used to be the statistics for homosexuals, didn't it? 1 in 3. Probably gone up by now. Not that I hold anything against homosexuals, by the way, in case you happen to be one yourself. Everyone to his own, I say. No, I'm not saying you are one, just that I don't care one way or the other. I just want to smoke, that's all. Or anything you like, at all, if you just let me out for a bit. Smoke, or anything, I don't mind one way or the other. Just let me out, please. Janie? It's not you there, is it? Of course it isn't. No one. As he's there, no one. No smoke, nothing. Just noises, random sounds. I wonder if there is a tape running there. If there is, then they've got all that lot down now, haven't they? A bit embarrassing, understandable though, under the circ, slight loss of composure there. Hardly surprising, really. We are keeping my cool quite well. Assuming. No, where was I? I'm giving you the facts, that's right. Now, as I was saying, I'm not involved in anything political. I've never been involved in anything criminal. Parking fine or two, oh yes, and one juvenile offence, a long time ago. I don't owe anyone any money, apart from the bank, and that's only temporary, once a month, going into the red, my period, I call it. Quite witty, that, if you think about it. So it's obvious, really, isn't it? There's been a slight mistake. Mistaken identity, easily done. Now if you just simply get me out of here, I don't even have to see your faces, do I? I don't want to know who you are. And I won't say anything to the police or anyone about this. Just forget the whole thing. I mean, it's obvious that you've gone to a lot of trouble to pull this thing off. Quite a neat operation, really. I've no idea how you managed to do it, actually. Pretty clever stuff, all told. You just got the wrong person, that's all. Computer error, most likely. What of it about these days? Only needs one. All that stuff about a tape recorder. I knew you were there all the time, listening. I knew you were there all the time. I knew it. There's two of you now, isn't there? You thought you had me fooled. Well, I had you fooled, all right. All that stuff about a tape recorder, I knew you were there all the time listening, and I heard you as well. Yes, you were there. I heard you there. I heard you come in. Well, don't look so surprised. I told you I used to work in recording, didn't I? I knew all about sound, directional and otherwise. Oh, yes, I had you fooled, all right, didn't I, eh? I said I had you fooled, didn't I? Are you there? Are you still there? Either of you? Say something then, will you? What's the point of keeping up this pretense when we both know, when all three of us know? Are you still there? Anyone?
Yesterday was made of shadows, tomorrow is made of dreams. Yesterday was made of shadows, tomorrow is made out of dreams.
Shall I tell you how I know that that's keys there, not coins? Could be coins, couldn't it? It needn't be keys. Shall I tell you how I know, shall I? Because I can see you. That surprised you, didn't it? I've been having you on, you see. All that stuff about tape recorders, I knew you were there all the time. I've been watching you. You see, I found this safety pin behind my lapel. My wife placed it there for good luck, so I used it to make a little hole with. Yes. I've been watching you the whole time. So what are you going to do about it, eh? Well, for a start, I suggest you get me out of here pronto so we can discuss this matter. The longer you leave me cooped up in here, the worse it's going to be for you at identification time, you know? What's that rusting sound? I could hear that, by the way. I couldn't see which one of you was making it. You must have been in my blind spot. It's only a very tiny hole. This naturally sounded like paper being rustled. What's all that about? Paper being screwed up. What are you screwing paper up for? Wait a minute. What's that smell? Petrol. That's petrol, that is. It is petrol. Petrol. No. No, please don't. Please don't do that. Please. I can't see you really. There isn't a hole. I made up the hole. I can't see you. I can't see anything. Honestly, I can't see a thing in here. Please don't. I haven't seen you at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not that. Not that. Please not that. No. I lied. I wouldn't be able to identify you. I haven't been even heard your voices, have I? Look. There's no need for this. This is, you don't have to do this. Don't. Please. There, you see? I knew someone would come. I knew someone would find out. You can't get away with this sort of thing. Someone's bound to find out what you're up to with trying this sort of caper. There's probably the police out there now. Might even be Janie with some of her friends. I wouldn't laugh about that if I were you. Either. They happen to be very heavy feminists. I'd let them in before they break the door down. It'll be worse for you if you don't. Go on. Go and let them in. Who's still there? Well, let them in. For Christ's sake, you're going to have to let them in sooner or later. I'd give myself up if I were you. I've still got the chance. I'll go better for you. We'll go much better. I might even put a good word in for you myself if you let them in now. Well, go on then. And just stand there, the pair of you. Let them in. Let them in.